Yeah, yeah.
What it do? What it do? What it do? Y'all already know what time it is. It is Monday.
Yes,
And J Money coined the new phrase, 6 or 6. So we rolling with 6 S6. And I like it, J Money. It's stuck. It's stuck.
yeah. It makes sense. It makes sense.
I knew it was had a good ring to it. Like we didn't hear nothing from the boss all week. All week. But this morning, the boss chimed in. Are we sticking with the 666 thing? Because I love it. And it was born. Here we are. So y'all like the new 6? Y'all like the new 666 ring, the new time frame?
It makes sense, don't it?
It does.
It makes more than sense.
Everything makes sense when you got JmoneyGibbs involved. It has to make sense.
You gotta make it make sense.
Yes. We got my boy Bundlez.
Bag the beat.
What it do?
You know what? At this point, you on your way to becoming one of our show favorites, man.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Damn, for real?
Yes,
This like your third interview to stay consistent and working. I see how you going, my boy. How you feeling?
Dropping hella music.
I'm grinding. I'm trying to make this shit shake. You hear me?
Heavy. Listen, bruh. So last time you was back here was like around March. You was just getting ready to go on the road and finish up your last leg of tour. New York, Texas, Jersey,
Absolutely.
what was it? West Virginia.
Absolutely.
How has everything been since you took the show on the road?
This shit been a process, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Elevation, you know.
yeah.
I've been having a good time. I've been learning more about the business, understanding how the process, learning how shit works. You know what I'm saying? How to move, how to network. Networking is key. Networking is pretty key. You know what I'm saying? But it's been a very great experience. Very awesome experience.
It's amazing that you say you've been networking is the key. Remember, I told you, I think it was almost 2 years ago now. Kiss some babies and shake some hands and hug some fat people and stuff. During the presidential campaign.
Yeah, and I've been doing all that. I've been kissing babies, shaking hands, hugging midgets.
Listen, bruh. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been watching how you've been moving. Obviously, everybody already know. I've definitely been the one watching how you're moving. I'm liking what I'm seeing. But let's talk about the nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying? The album. The EP.
How many tracks on?
Oh, listen. It's only 5.
It's only 5. It's a quick little slapper.
Something slight.
Yeah, strategically made like that, though. You know what I'm saying? I got to...
Okay.
I was told at the beginning of this shit, right, that it's a process. And I was told to just follow this process. And if you follow this process, this formula that I give you, you won't be successful. So
what's this process?
I can't tell you the process. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You're not gonna share. You're not gonna share the goods.
No, you gotta just watch.
This is a sharing space. If you're gonna talk about it, you gotta
100%. Hey, look though, but I like what he said though. I like what he said. You gotta be watching.
Yes.
I mean, like this is third time back. Mm-hmm. He gave us the blueprint. He gave us the goals on his first show. Now, I remember his first interview, y'all. Remember, he didn't even really know how to interview. Every time we asked him was a song coming, he kept telling us, we're working on that. That we ain't got the date on that yet. Then he told us when he came back that he was gonna be hitting the road. It was gonna be wild.
My fault. Excuse me. Sorry. Speaking about dates, I ain't mean to cut you off. Charged Out dropping December 2nd. Make sure you go check that out when that thing drops, because I'm telling you, it's gonna be a slapper. Fuck you talking
slapper.
About?
Okay.
This nigga said slapper. Okay.
Slapper.
Well, all our fucking, I know right now, all our Nashville, Tennessee Raiders just went up with that term. This gonna be a slapper for sure. Hey, you know what?
Oh, that's what they say.
Let me take a second, because I gotta wish somebody a happy birthday. Captain Daryl. It's Captain Daryl's birthday, y'all. We gotta give Captain Daryl a big happy birthday. Happy birthday,
Captain Daryl.
Shout out to Captain Daryl.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm gonna sing it right now. But if you do hear me singing, it's just a Stevie Wonder version. You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't get to sing.
I ain't gonna do it. I'm just saying.
You don't get to sing. Y'all, yesterday marked the first time I did something that I had never done before. I feel like I stepped across a threshold of manhood. I walked into my first Hooters restaurant.
Okay.
Ever.
Hooters?
Yes.
It wasn't what you expected, was it?
Well, my good friend Bundle, I'm glad you asked because it wasn't what I expected at all.
Well, what did you expect?
TV.
Girls roller skating
Nah.
Tops and Daisy Dukes and serving fries and just sitting on the table.
What people gonna hear me is I expected TV. I expected what I seen on TV.
That's
Smart man.
What you see on TV. That's what I was expecting my first time at Hooters, and I was like, "That's it."
Listen, so
where's the girls with the? Never mind.
Yeah, like I was like, "Yo, if this is what's going on, who's hiring in here? Are they not watching the TV? How they portray it on TV? But it is what it is." I'm trying to tell y'all one thing for sure. It's a new day in America. We got to start doing a lot of things that we haven't never done before. My man Bundles then dropped his first EP. When the album coming? You got an album coming?
Album is coming January 1st.
Hey, let's talk about this new single "Charged Up" for a second, right?
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, man. Tell me about it. What's this record about?
Hey, you know, okay, we're gonna put it out there.
We actually
it was some time ago, you feel me? It was we was all in the little app, you feel me? And niggas was like, man, you don't got enough music, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord,
no substance. You ain't got no hope. Let's get into it. Your music ain't got no substance. You need that. So I said, okay, I sat back in the lab and I just dropped consistently what I had, you feel me? And I stuck to that plan. And this is what I figured. I say it's about the winter time. You feel me? You got this FBC Fat Boy Certified movement that I got jumped off. You feel me? All right. I say, we need something to motivate the people. I need something to uplift them. You feel me? You understand? So I got that battery in my back. I'm the reason why I move like that. You feel me? So I'm charged up.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. That's what it's going to be all summer. And I'm dropping consistently. Just pay attention.
Yep.
Look at the grit in his face. I felt it.
Definitely.
Hey, I'm hungry. I want to eat.
Shot. I remember that day too. And I'm not even going to get into that day, but that day was an electric day.
Hey, listen, that day put a fuel behind my back.
I guess we can really thank J Money. We can thank JmoneyGibbs.
Hey, absolutely.
For the fuel to the fire.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Listen, hey J Money, you inspiring artists to get to work and shit. Hey, I guess you're doing something right.
I gotta be doing something right, because if you're not inspired to get to work, then I don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like hey, my man now, he wanna sing. I let him hear a track I just did. He was like, "Oh, you could sing, bro?" I was like, you know, I'm always working on something.
First,
you want to get back in the studio and sing. So I'm really glad that I was able to inspire you. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to say nothing but the God honest truth.
But what was said? What did I miss here?
Nah,
let them two elaborate on this, because you missed something spicy a few months ago.
I'm gonna tell you what your truth did for me. Your truth was your truth at that time, because y'all didn't know what I had in the making. You feel me?
Exactly.
I was cooking the stew. I was marinating a nice stew for y'all. You feel me? And what y'all did was y'all sped my process up. You feel me? And y'all pushed me a little bit faster than I wanted to be pushed. You understand me? Because now I gotta. And you know who the Kragan is? Y'all know what the Kragan is?
Nah.
Is that like a mystical creature? The mystical creature?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of
like,
course.
You know, yeah. It's like it's Hulk out. Like, you feel me? I'm not the Hulk. I'm the Kragan. Like, I bring chaos and destruction. Yo, listen. Hey, yo, Jzabel. You've been doing the music. Damn, I'm high up and shit. You feel me? You've been doing the music reviews. Hey yo, have I hit you with any record that ain't slapped yet?
Not off the top of my head.
Now see,
I was just about to bring up my own lane because basically when you talking about, how you thriving and what you got cooking and what you got doing, like you
And
can't
niggas
move
is
like
hating.
everybody move. You know what I'm saying? You
Cause
in your
niggas is hating.
own lane. So y'all go ahead and is it out yet? Or do I only have
Nope.
it? Oh,
Nope.
yeah.
See, you only have it. That's an exclusive. And you want to know something? I'm going to do a
Drop that
favor.
joint
You want to know something?
ASAP.
No. I'm going to drop that bitch on the 3rd, too. Because I
Okay.
think it's a misunderstanding about what's going on here. You feel me? I'm not worried about another nigga out here and how they moving and what they doing because you niggas is not doing what I'm doing. I'm too
Exactly.
consistent. Show me what you're
Exactly.
doing. I don't see you moving how I'm moving right now. You not eating like I'm eating, B. It's levels to this shit. So
See,
when niggas was once able to play with me, you can't play with me no more. You feel me? That's what it is. I made a platform. I made a name for myself. And this shit is the statement. And it's going to stay consistent. And I'm going to keep on smacking niggas with these slappers. So catch up.
Yep.
And if you can't catch up, stay the fuck out my way because you're going to become a victim. And I'm telling you, I got bars and I got music. So try it if you want to. Oh, yeah, not R&B shit. It's on the way, too. Let's slap. Fuck you talking about?
So now you ready for that versus, huh? That JmoneyGibbs Bang the Beats versus, huh?
Oh my goodness, I'm kind of bagging for it a little bit.
Hold on, when is the verses?
I'm kind of bagging for it a little bit. I really just want to be a bully and beat on my chest like King Kong, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be humble. You understand? So listen.
Nah, don't be humble.
It's crazy because this is one thing that you said, right? The process. Nobody has to understand anybody's process.
That part.
It's up to the person to work their process to the fullest. A lot of artists really, that same drive that pushed you is the same drive that pushes a lot of other artists off. That's what separates real artists from fly by night artists.
Well, the other thing is, because months ago I was saying this to Bundlez too. I was like, you can't keep talking to me about practice. I'm in the game. You're not about to talk to me about practice. I'm in the game. You can't talk to me about practicing, and I'm in the fucking game. You still practicing. Keep practicing. And when you done practicing and you in the game, then we could talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you can't be telling me about practice when you not in the game.
You gotta but let me ask you a question. Hey, at that point in time, who said I wasn't in the game? Just because I had 3 records that was out? Because at the time
it was me saying that. It was me saying that. I specifically said that no, I don't feel like I could do a battle against you because I have unreleased music that's going to do it, and I got released music that's going to do it. I got over 100-something songs out. So at that point, I was like, it's not a comparison. My catalog.
Hey, respectfully,
can I ask a question? Can I just ask
when it comes to the quality of the music and the content of the music? It is a comparison. It don't matter if it's released or not released. And because you ain't heard it yet, don't make something not what it is just because the streets ain't heard it. You feel what I'm saying? The niggas challenged me, said I didn't have music. I have more than music. I have good quality music. I got music that makes sense. It makes sense. You don't gotta try to figure out what the fuck I'm saying to you because you know what I'm saying. I'm being direct with it. You understand? I'm not throwing subliminal messages. I'm not. Everything's not a party because life is not a fucking party. This shit is real. And I'm letting niggas know this is the real and it's gonna stay real. When I speak facts, when I speak no fiction.
So what have you learned since putting out your last album?
Wait. Let me ask. Can I ask a question before y'all continue? So the quantity of a catalog, does that power the quality of someone else's catalog? Like, can someone beat you in a versus, even though you got thousands of music, but they only got 20 hits?
I mean, they could probably get, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could make a difference, but it depends on what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Get their services. Are they using the same thing? Are they downloading their beats from YouTube?
No, I'm just talking about if you're doing a versus, we're just talking about like your catalog, your music, period. Just the music. Yeah. Can someone with only 20 hits, like, beat someone who has thousands of songs in their catalogs, but maybe like 2 or 3 hits?
Yeah, of course they can.
Of course, because of like the keyword you said, 20. But the reality of this, the thing is, even in the verses, A catalog cannot consist of unreleased music.
Right.
Okay.
That's a valid point that J Money was making back then, right?
Okay.
Right.
This man has 100 songs out. This man had 3. If a versus consists of 20 records, then this is no comparison.
Oh,
Yeah,
You
yeah, I understand
like
that.
now what we talking about today, you know what I'm saying? Where you talk about an artist who took that battery and hit the ground.
Running.
Because see, the thing about it is, I tell every artist, the only thing that makes you not an artist is what you're doing with your life for real.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you can't tell me you're an artist and you dropping an album every 2-3 years or a single every year,
Gotta be consistent.
every 2 years.
why not?
Gotta be.
Well,
Because
I mean,
then what are you doing? If
I
you're an
mean-
artist, you should be having something coming out consistently, at least every year, at least every few months. If you're doing a single, at least an album every year. You should be showing that you're working. You should be showing new videos coming out, new content, new photo shoots, new album covers. Something should be happening. If I see you make one song and then that was in 2016 and you like, yeah, you know, I'm a rapper. All right, what you did? Your last release was 2016. Like,
But what?
That shit don't mean nothing. You're not relevant. You're a nobody. You're a has been.
it's just no, it's just showing that you don't have the consistency to keep
yeah,
it.
your favorite artist has to drop every 8 months. Give you some type of visual every month to 6 months. He has to be in your face, depending on their star quality. I mean, you talk about an artist like Beyonce, an artist like Jay-Z. You see how frequent they work is still yearly, but they tour in between
I
that
don't listen to none of them.
to maximize. But still, those top tier artists that drop in a year or every 2 years, they're touring to maximize the efficiency of their previous album that they just dropped.
Right.
So that's a different type of mode. Plus, you see that artist working to know this is an artist. You talk about, and I want to talk about an artist that every day on their social media, you see him at work.
Mhm.
You see him posting they're checking in at work, clocking off at work, hanging on the block, checking in at work, clocking on the work, hanging on the block every day. And they're telling you they're artists. You're scratching your head like that's not what artists do.
Yeah, like where's the tours? Where's the
I mean,
video?
listen, can I tell you I work at Walmart and every day you pull up at Walmart, I'm just hanging out in front with my smock and never in there. But now I work in there, bro. I work in there, bro. Like, yes.
I mean, maybe you work hard.
Yeah, I work something not inside there, right? I work something not inside there. And people that need help inside Walmart will not walk outside to the parking lot and say, hey, bro, can you help me find this? Can you help me get what I need?
You'd be like, Tommy,
You ain't got no job, man. You might as well hit the move from Baby Boy. What he say? I'm out here at my friend's house playing PlayStation all day, acting like I got a job because I don't want to stand up to Kim and the mama. You know what I'm saying? That's you. If you out there talking about you an artist,
that's
and you ain't giving us no music,
Baby
you
boy.
playing you playing PlayStation at your friend's house every day, all day. You trying to hide from Kim and them. It is pretty interesting. Like it is pretty interesting.
With that
but like a question that J Money did ask you though, like, what did you learn from your last project that you dropped previously to this album that you dropped now?
Okay. The first thing I learned is that I'm getting better and better. The second thing is stop contradicting myself and worried about what everybody else is thinking, and just be consistent with what I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was focusing a lot on other people's opinion at that time. You know what I'm saying? Matter. And and I'm realizing that shit don't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because the same person that's giving their opinion, we are not the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not the same. It's like, and I get what you were saying when you were saying then you was like, Bundles is levels to this shit. You feel me? I'm a street individual. I'm not gonna say a street nigga. I'm a street individual. So when you said that to me, I took that shit in a different way. You feel me? So, but I listened to what you say. You was like, man, take that same anger and aggression and flip that shit. And I said, you know what? Fuck it then. Let's go. Bang. Bang. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what you got to do.
That's it.
But the funny thing is,
I'm charged up.
The funny thing is, what was taking me away about the whole situation is y'all were talking about quantity.
I'm not even talking about my quality then too, though.
No, yeah, but you know me, that to me, that was unreleased stuff. So
yeah,
I
unreleased. Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, you can't count the unreleased stuff.
But look at an artist like Ice Spice.
Okay.
Yeah.
One single, two singles, arguably, everywhere right now. You know, everywhere right now. Mm-hmm. And they are artists with 20, 30, 50, 100 songs out. Nowhere right now.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do we really, when I asked you this, Bundles, do you think that Ice Spice would get into a pissing match with that artist because she's doing major numbers? And like, honestly, I don't believe that a lot of artists look at the things that matter in their careers. Mm. You know what I'm saying?
Like what?
At that point, you put yourself up when you are talking about a year in the game. Take away COVID, 6 months in the game, right? Take away COVID, you in the game 6 months, and it's amazing that your level of intensity was matched to someone who's been in the game for 10 plus years.
Right.
Why don't a lot of artists coming out have that same, you had to get that button in your back, but why is that button have to be required? Why don't we understand the pace that we're at, who we are, and what our own powers are, and get the job done?
People don't understand their quality. They don't really understand the power that they have in themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember you said once, you was like, bro, I can give you all the help I can give you, but if you don't want this shit for yourself, it like don't even bother. Like, you feel me? It's the hunger. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit, listen, let me tell you something. That shit lit a fire on me, under me, that had me like, I'm talking about, like, you could ask my fiance, like, listen, I used to write something. Like, I sit here writing songs, and while I'm writing these songs, like, I'm shaking writing this shit for real.
Hell
because
yeah.
this shit is striking so close to home for me and what I got going on. And it's like, bro, if certain shit I release, I be releasing it for certain niggas. And I be wanting that word to go, like, you feel me? Like, man, it's just, man, just pay attention. I'm going to tell you, the next 2 weeks, the next 3 months, is going to be a real vital key. And what I got coming for the world to see. And y'all going to see, I'm just saying, just pay attention, observe, watch.
So any producers you working with, anybody you working with on these joints?
Yeah. I'm working with my man Freeze out from out Kaiser, West Virginia. I'm working with a couple of new artists out this way, Dutch Masters, Dizzy, AO, Kid Classic, you feel me? I'm about to holler at Rich. I got some shit going on with Rich. Tone, you feel me? I got some shit in the mix going on with Tone, you feel me? He putting some shit together for me. And
Tone? Yeah. You talking about?
We don't gotta get into all that. You know what I'm saying? Just we got some shit going on. You know, you feel me? It's some shit. We got some shit going on. Like,
y'all like stirring pots up. I tell you what, boy.
Hey, hold. Time out. Hey, man, this business. Like, you know what I'm saying? And J Money just said something. You feel me? I gotta holler at you too, J Money. You feel me?
I'm right here.
I need some beats, man. I gotta holler at you because you made a valid point about the beat situation, and I really just want to reach out to engineers and beat makers that I know, for real. Right. So, you know, it's really no funnies behind nothing that I'm doing. I'm just reaching out and I'm trying to utilize the sources around me. You know what I'm saying?
But why not venture out to try to, you know, see?
I mean, that helps you venture out. You know what I'm saying? You use the resources.
That helps you venture out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start at home. I got people around me that I know. Like no matter what the situation is, I got people around me that I know that do the same thing, and that on some different shit. Like I be
Right.
kind of admiring niggas' work ethics. Like you know
Right.
what I'm saying?
You
I
got to.
admire your grind. If I see you
Mm-hmm.
working and you trying to eat and you promoting yourself, why not?
Yeah. Like I'm gonna tell you
Like
some crazy story, right? Like I'm in the studio with Jzabel and Six, right? And you know what I'm saying? When he put on the beat, Six is like, nah, bro, like, what is you doing? And I'm like, nigga, I know what I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what I'm doing. He's like, nah, that joint don't go with that. And then, you know what I'm saying? I had to put that together, but I had the vision in my head when I heard the beat. He didn't have the same vision. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have the same, he was hearing something else. And I'm like, all right, that's cool, but like I'm hearing this right now.
Yeah, like it's crazy because I'm one of those artists that mood validates everything.
Right.
Mood validates everything.
yeah, me too. Me too, honestly, because like I have dry spells when I have writer's block and I don't have nothing to write about. You know what I'm saying? And then like a nigga, somebody would do something to just make themselves subject. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then I just be
Right.
like,
That's perfect.
damn,
Take
here we go
advantage of that.
again. Yeah,
Take
here we go
advantage of
again.
that.
We're gonna get caught.
Like, listen, I was telling somebody earlier today and yesterday that the same amount of energy you could put into doing some bullshit. Like, listen, you could put the same amount of energy into going to try to get a gun and going to do this and going to be like, all right, cool, doing your homework and sitting out trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this nigga. You can put that same amount of energy into making a music video. You can make a video about it and kill that nigga in the video. You can kill him 1,000 times in the music video because that video could play 1,000,000 times on YouTube. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but we gotta start switching up these narratives.
No, I was just saying for an example. Like, yeah, we do definitely
Oh,
got to switch these narratives, but I'm just saying the energy that you're putting into something negative, you could put into something positive and get more done. You know what I'm saying?
oh no, with me,
Same.
it's no. I swear, right now, I have no negative energy in me because
No, I
everything
was just
that
saying for an
every
example.
oh yeah, because everything that I'm getting hit with right now, I'm turning to positivity. You feel me? Like,
Right,
oh, I got a show Thursday. I got a show Thursday coming up in Virginia. Oh, time out, wait,
right.
excuse me. I just got booked again in VA. So I got a show
Mhm.
Thursday and a show Saturday in Virginia. You feel me? So that's 2 times back to back. And on top of that, on December 3rd, I'm throwing my own shit out here where I'm at. You feel me? And
That
I
part.
got hey listen, hey Brody, I got some fire artists, man, that's trying to tap in with you guys. You feel me? Like I
Tell
got
them,
some fire artists.
tell them hit the top button. It's
That
not
part.
easy like Staples, but it's easy. Hit the button.
Yeah.
Hit the motherfucker. Push the motherfucker back. Push the button. So like, let's talk about now selling out doing your first packed out show. I don't know if they all saw the footage, but that was a big deal show.
That
You
shit
did
was
that.
crazy.
You did the Baltimore Soundstage. Was it the Baltimore Soundstage? Is that what it's called?
No, I did Baltimore Soundstage. Baltimore Soundstage was cool. That joint was lit, but it wasn't nothing lit like the joint I just did recently. My
My
place,
place, right?
man. Listen, let me tell you something. That shit was
Where's that?
epic.
It
It's
was
in
in
West
West
Virginia.
Virginia.
Yeah, it's actually
Oh
where I'm
shit.
hosting my show at. Hey,
What
listen.
part of West
Hey,
Virginia?
it's called Ridgely, West Virginia. Hey, listen, Jzabel, if you ain't doing nothing on December 3rd,
I
yo,
know. I
pop
was
out.
thinking about it.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're not, if y'all, hey, the same thing for you, Money Gibbs. If you're not doing
Yes,
nothing, pop
sir.
out. If y'all not doing nothing, pop out. Come up here. Like I'm telling you, it's epic, man. It's gonna be cool. It was nice, man. It was a nice turnout. I'm gonna say, the venue holds close to 500 people. Uh,
It looked
you
like
know
it
what I'm
was
saying?
holding all that. It looked like it looked like it
Man,
was about
listen. It was about standing room in that joint. You was in that joint like this. We was there. LP
Sardine.
was there.
yeah.
Niggas was trying to party, and if you party and you bumping somebody, so it was like
Uh-huh.
it was lit, man.
Bro,
It
they
was lit.
turned
I ain't
when
gonna
your
lie.
cameraman turned that joint to the stage, I was like, "Woo, that's a big crowd." When he turned
That
into the
part.
crowd, I was like,
Mhm.
"Okay, your show
Man,
getting
let
a
me tell you.
lot better, bro." I want to first let you
Yeah.
know your show is getting a lot better.
Hey, listen, you
I
want to know
still
something?
remember your first show. I can't believe it. I can't
Hey, don't
believe
do
that
that.
that's where you came from
Hey, Red
and
Lounge,
where
don't
you
do
are
that. Now
now,
sit down.
bruh. Listen, bruh.
Like I
You
drunk, don't do that.
You've had some wild shows. Let let's talk about the FBC
Movement.
movement.
Mm-hmm.
What
Shout out
what
to Buster Big.
Listen, shout out Roster Biggs 420.
Shout out Rasta.
Shout out all the fat people out there. Or do you like to be called big people?
Hey, listen, hold on, listen. You can call us fat because it is what it is. You feel me? Hey, listen, if you want to largen up, you reach this category.
Nah,
you know
not a large. You gotta put like a couple. You gotta put at least 2 X's on there, bro. At least 2 or 3 X's, bro. Nah, bro. Not larging up, bro.
Hey,
no.
Think about it. Hey, at the large stage is where it all begins.
No. Listen. Fashion forward. I was wearing medium shirts, right? And my stylist was like, "Yo, bro, we got to get you in bigger shirts. You know, so that's the style now. We got to get your shirts bigger." So he started by a large, and I was like, "All right, these are cool. I can do this." And then it happened. He put me in an extra large shirt, and when I put the shirt on, it looked like a cape or something. Like, you know, it was really big on me. But I wore it. So you have to put some X's on that when you could comfortably wear double X's, 3 X's maybe. When they stop selling your clothes on the
website. So it sounds like to me you trying to duck being FBC or something. Like,
listen,
like. You make
I am definitely
type of way.
Now listen.
Hey, Dib, what's up with your man? What are you
listen, I have my FBC moments. There are times that I like to crush it, especially on Sundays. I like to get a whole bowl and like a bag of nachos and dump them with cheese and nacho sauce and chili and all that stuff and just pick out for the game. Now, that's FBC status right there. But then I usually spend the whole week in shame, and I try to eat 1 meal a day afterwards.
Oh man, honestly that's all I eat is 1 time a day for real. I smoke the rest.
That's not healthy.
Time out. What? You are the president, founder, CEO of FBC Crew, and you here to tell us and the millions of people who watch your YouTube, billions.
I'm about to say that you eat
1 time a day.
You don't eat 1 time a day.
Hey, listen, so hold on.
Come on.
Listen, hold on. Let me explain something to y'all. Listen, let me tell you something.
No. Come on, President.
No,
I got to. I'm gonna tell the truth. Listen, this is how it go for me. Listen, I grind. Like, you know what I'm saying? I grind. So my grind is so like when you grind, you constantly on the move. You don't really got time to eat. But when I sit down to eat, let me tell you something. Yeah. You feel me? Like, and listen, no, hey, listen. Don't get it.
You don't be having no cereal bars on the, you know what I'm saying, on the road and on the way. And
hey man, you can't be telling niggas early.
Got him.
God damn, man.
Don't be acting like you don't fucking eat. You got
to eat. Listen.
Nah, nigga, don't say I eat.
I munch.
No.
I munch.
What you munch on?
Okay, you munch.
What you munch on?
You munch. But
what you munch on?
Be eating.
Give me a typical munch.
Once a day.
On a good day, you catch me with the cereal bars. Like, I'm a fat nigga and I smoke heavy. So
now give me a typical munch though.
Seriously, I make my own edible cereal bars. Okay. So like a lot of the times, that's what, like, you feel me? That's what
that's what you eating.
Yeah, that's what I be eating. Like, for real, it is what it is. Like,
so if you eat 1 time a day, you gotta change that word. You must feast 1 time a day.
1 time a day.
Hey,
and
listen,
munch throughout the
day. It's like at the end of the day, we feast.
Hey, listen. Hey, what I consume at one time is not for your average human being.
All right, okay. So give us some rules. Okay. Give us FBC, because that's that for Fat Boy Certified.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Give us FBC guidelines.
I mean, what you talk about when it comes to food, when it comes to lifestyle, or just all?
Just all 3. Just give 3. Give 3.
Yeah, to be Fat Boy Certified.
Okay, check this out. All right. For one, hey, Fat Boy Certified is about, you being real with yourself. Like, you gotta love yourself, who you are, the way you are. You feel me? That's saying, part. Accept me for who I am and what I am. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I like to eat. It is what the fuck it is. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. It's nothing wrong with that.
All right, next.
And the first one is being confident in yourself. The second one is hey, listen, you're not fucking with us in this kitchen. Like, you feel me? Like, this,
Okay.
like, it's different stages and it's different ways to this. Listen, I told y'all you just gotta watch this shit because this shit a process. You feel me?
Right.
Listen, I'm gonna
They
say
not
something.
fucking
Okay.
with you in the kitchen.
Okay. My management told me, this is what my management told me. He said, I'm gonna give you this formula. And if you follow this formula, you will be successful. So I say, okay, you feel me? I was doing too much at one point in time, but I need to slow down and I need to focus on what was important, which was the music. So FBC is like that's gonna be my branch off. You feel me? FBC is gonna be the food truck that I'm trying to have up running by 2024. You feel me? We trying to get the restaurant.
What's on the
you
food
feel me?
truck? What's gonna be on the food truck? What type of food you talking over there?
But hey, hold on. Listen,
You have
gotta
any
pay
vegan
attention.
options?
You just gotta watch.
You gotta give me a
watch.
little something. Give me a little
Man,
something. Just tell,
Will there be any vegan options?
All
right, okay.
No.
Okay, all right. Listen, you gotta do the nachos. Ho. What you say?
Will there be vegan options?
We're gonna have something for the vegan people too. You feel me? Listen, I was just working at, check this out. Look, I was just chefing at this Mexican restaurant. You feel me? And I learned how to make this shit called a pupusa. You feel me? And yeah, man, listen,
what's
man,
a
this shit slap.
Wait, you don't know what a pupusa is?
Hey, what's a pupusa?
You don't know what a pupusa is?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Pupusa's bomb as shit.
This don't slap.
Hey, listen.
Stuffed tortillas or something.
They like more than that. Like I can't even explain it. Like you gotta go.
Yeah, it's
to
hard
the
to explain. It's like a it's like a pancake with cheese in it. You feel me? Kinda, sorta. Like it's hard to explain. You gotta.
So let me tell you. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I could never be FBC certified because I can't take food advice from you, and I definitely ain't taking food advice from you. You know who I'm talking to.
Hey, hold on. Hey, how many times you done hit me and you done been like, hey, bro, I'm about to make these ribs, right?
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I need to know how to make something slap, when I need to know how to make something that I'm cooking slap, that you are my guy to go to. I ain't gonna hold it. Listen, let me tell y'all one thing for sure. This man right here, first of all, I never ate fish out of the lake until this guy told me I had to try it. And he brought all these big ass fish to my house. And he was like, these are going to be the best. And I said, bro, there's no way I'm eating those. They still have their heads on them.
You caught them?
Huh? He caught them. He caught them.
Yeah.
Now, I ain't going to lie to y'all. Within maybe 30 minutes, I was looking at fish like I bought out the grocery store. This man had went in my kitchen and got to work. And that was possibly some of the best fish that I ever had. I've never had fish that good again. I've been chasing the dragon.
That was fresh fish. That's what that fresh.
That was black bass. They call black bass the chicken of the sea. You feel me? They call that thing the chicken of the sea.
And here I was thinking that was tuna. Yeah. It's on the can. It's on the can. What am I supposed to know? I don't know anything about I don't know anything about like socially. So Bundles, like, if you were in the wilderness, do you think that you could actually hunt like for your own food and everything for real? I know I couldn't. I couldn't.
Said, would I?
I'd be a vegetarian.
You'll be a what?
I'd be a vegan at that point.
No, you wouldn't.
What would you find?
Hey, listen.
What would you eat?
Squirrel? You'll still
I'm not good with blood, so I'm not cutting nothing. I'm not chopping
This nigga said the first squirrel can get it.
I'm gonna boil some grass.
Now listen, if I lived in the wilderness, as long as it's like by the sea and I can catch crabs and stuff like that, I'll be good. Shrimps and crabs.
Hey, but listen, you gotta understand, you got other stuff you can eat off, like mushrooms. You got different herbs. You feel me? You got berries. You gotta understand, like, so if you're in the wilderness, it's more to like, hey, let me tell you something. You can put me anywhere. I'm gonna eat. You feel me? I'm a survivor. Like, that's what I do. I'm a survivor. Like I cannot be stopped. Feed me more. I'm gonna eat.
So tell me, how was life on the road? How was like from a DMV artist, like and like doing this stuff all yourself? How was life on the road?
All right, first of all, life on the road wouldn't have been as half as fun if it wasn't for my fiance. So shout out, Bay. You feel me? Because she definitely made every out of town trip that we had. She was road management. You feel me? Like I ain't want for nothing. I ain't need nothing. You feel me? She handled that. So definitely shout out to her for that.
Hey, one time, Bundlez, could we just say how important that is? Because a lot of times I think these artists don't realize that having a road manager is different than just having a manager. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying to the people who are on here, like
having somebody in your corner that really supports you is woo.
You gotta understand that for one, when you say management, you gotta understand that niggas need to understand what a manager is and what a manager's job and obligations are. Because a lot of people don't understand that. You feel me? So like I say, when I say road manager, you damn right, because scheduling, having a place to sleep, where you want to eat at, you know what I'm saying? Like she take care of that, because as an artist, as you go these places, you want to do any and every fucking thing you ain't supposed to be doing. Hey, listen, hey, babe, New York, nigga, I'm trying to be at all the exotic snack shops. We on weed buses. She like, nigga, you got a show. What are you doing? Let's go. I'm like, you know what? We're gonna be back. You feel me? So definitely, but it was wonderful. The people are amazing when you go out of town. Listen, it's true. Like they show you more love when you go out of town. You feel me? As long as you're respectable. You feel me? And a person can understand by your aura. Like you man respect man. You feel me? So
energy,
it was fun. It was fun, man. I got to meet some different type of people. We got to eat some real Mexican food. Texas was awesome, man.
That's fine.
Yeah,
man, Texas was awesome. Man.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I
got to fly for the first time. That was
fun. Dope, right?
Like,
Who you fly with?
Hey, J Money. Hey, listen, hold on, bro. Shout out to you. I don't know how you be doing it, bro. Them planes like that, Brody. I don't know how. Listen, I don't know. How
listen, I'm sorry. I'm spoiled, man. Like I don't like being in the car for a long period of time. I get
Hey, listen, man. Listen, I'm terrified of heights, guys. So like.
You don't have to look out the window.
But you do know, a plane is not in a plane. You're not high. You're still on the ground.
Man, shit. Okay, listen. Hold on. Time out. No fun. I gotta tell y'all something. I'm a big nigga. You feel me? So look, big nigga that I had seatbelt extenders. True story. So we on what is that? American Airlines coming back? We on American Airlines coming back, and I got 2 seatbelt extenders, but I only need 1. You feel me? So I got an extra one in my bag. So we about to take off. We're on the runway, and the plane is getting ready to like take off. Hey, bro, what my buckle break, bro? Bro, that don't break, bro. Listen, let me tell you something, bro. Oh my God! Hey, listen, bro.
Did you turn it,
nigga?
Bro, see that's the thing. That's the thing. Your seatbelt only matters if you crashing.
Hey, bro, see, I don't know that. This is my first time flying, so I'm thinking as we go up in the air, I'm thinking I'm gonna fall back and shit and be tossed all around the plane. So, bro, I'm flipping shit. I'm like, I'm trying to get the flight attendant. So, listen, Tisa sitting beside me, like, I got Tisa sitting beside me, and Rasta is like 2 rows up. So Rasta hit me. So he trying to tell me, shut up. He like, nigga, you gonna get kicked off the plane. Shut the fuck up. They're gonna kick you off the plane. I'm like, nigga, the seatbelt broke. No.
But see, that's why I told you, if you fly by 2 seats or fly first class, bro.
Hey, for now on, that's how, hey, listen, that's for now on. That's how. Hey, I'm not flying unless it's Delta Comfort. Or listen, Delta Comfort is like that. So shout out, Delta's like that.
Delta's my airline of choice.
Delta's my airline of choice.
Delta's my airline of choice.
Delta's also my airline of choice.
You know, we upgraded to the Comfort that was feeling real.
Let me also let you know that the drinks are absolutely free in Comfort Plus. They don't try to tell you that because they don't want you to take advantage of it. But you can get lit depending on how long your flight is.
That's what you talk about liquid.
That's why I kept on bringing
Comfort Plus. So like, yeah, they'll bring you drinks. I'll be getting the margarita mixer. The margarita mixer and you can get vodka. You know what I'm saying? You get whatever you want for real, but like the drinks are absolutely.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'd flown a lot of times, but every time I stay up the night before. I get fried before I get on the flight, and I go to sleep. Well, on my last flight, I woke up mid-flight, and there was the damn lady pouring a cot with snacks through the damn plane.
Oh,
I said, hold up, this is what I do all the time?
Yeah. Hey, the cinnamon biscuits. Hey, them cinnamon biscuits are torture on God.
Yeah.
Them Jones torch. Hey, you hear me?
Yeah,
hey, listen. The cinnamon, but listen, them bitches is. Hey, listen. I came home searching in the grocery stores for them bitches. You hear me?
Could you find them?
The biscuits?
No.
Nah, them joints only on Delta. That's the Delta. Delta cookie.
I was so disappointed.
Hey, so look, the other thing that's great about Comfort Plus is every time I get on there, I think I'm going to sleep, and I always end up watching a great movie. You know what I'm saying? There always be a movie.
Yeah, hey, how your movie?
I didn't know there was a movie that played on the back of the TV. I
was watching a movie on one plane, and then when we got on the next plane, like my movie picked up, at
the same point, because it knows your seat. Like, so that's the other thing I like about Delta. Like, if you transfer it and it knows your seat, it will keep, you know what I'm saying, your arrangements.
Wow, really?
Hey, that shit lit, bro.
It's very nice and accommodating. You know what I'm saying? So you can finish off your movie, and they got pause on that joint, and go back to the next joint, and it will pick up right there. So,
wow, Delta!
Lit,
I never use those amenities because I'm always asleep on the plane. I figured that if it's gonna be my time, I don't want to see it like that.
I got up that plane the other time and Jzabel was right there. I was like, I'm already lit. Like I landed lit. Like I'm getting off the plane feeling like a weekend at Bernie. I'm like, yeah, they gave me like 4 drinks on this flight. Like the flight was only an hour and 40 minutes. Yep. I got lit the whole way. As soon as we hit 10,000 feet or whatever, let's
I don't know. Any city I'm flying into, if you and Jzabel are on the ground, I know it's about to be a great time.
Yes, sir.
I know it's about to be a great time. And Bundlez, you'll experience that. I'm sure you'll experience that. I'm sure.
Hey, listen. Hey, I'm about to tell y'all something. Hey, listen. Hey, it was fun, man. Texas was confusing because the weather ain't know what the fuck it was going to do. Austin.
Austin. Okay.
It was hot.
South by Southwest.
It was hot as hell. Then it was raining. Then it was hot as hell.
That's Orlando.
Down 36 in Austin.
I don't know where the hell I was at, bro. We Uber, so I was like, all I know we was on a main rep.
Yeah, that was 36.
Forgive Dre Money. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Mr. Travel Expert.
Mr. Travel Expert.
New York was man, New York, driving to New York is like, bro, I'll never drive to New York again. If I ever go,
I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
Why?
Never driving.
Listen, the flight's 45 minutes from DC to New York.
Yo, we got so many tickets, like fuck around with the toll.
Easy Pass, it's like $40.
Nah, those don't mean nothing though. The tickets don't mean nothing.
That's because
what I learned is those
niggas say the tickets don't mean nothing.
Nah, because what I learned is the tickets are the same amount that you would have paid on the tolls anyway. It's not more or less, so it doesn't matter. It's just drive.
That don't matter.
Hey, look,
but I was gonna say the best way for New York is the mega bus. I recommend the mega bus. It's cheaper, and you don't got.
I'm not getting on that damn bus. Hell no.
Listen, I'd rather do that than spend all that gas, because by the time you got refill on gas and you go, once you hit the New Jersey Turnpike, bro, it'd be a wrap. You gotta pay.
And the subway is only what, $3? Anyway you going.
I never get on the
ho.
Never.
Now,
that's only in New York though.
I think it's $225 or $275
or something like that.
Listen. Shit ain't sweet. Shit ain't sweet. Rappers is dying. Don't be taking y'all asses out here ride the public transportation. You better get the Uber or Lyft.
Exactly. Get your ass in the
bullshit. Yeah, be safe.
Where you ain't from, listen, move smart. Like, don't be like, listen, let me tell you something. I be moving like, listen, like, I be moving. Like, when I move militant. And when I move, like, listen.
Did you always move militant, or is this something new?
My mind state don't allow me to move no other way. honestly, because I'm paranoid, especially in public places. Because I don't like clubs. I don't like going to clubs. I don't like stuff like that. You feel me? Because I feel boxed in, and when I feel boxed in, I get the tap mode.
Have you done time?
I mean, yeah, I mean,
we gotta figure out why he's scared of the box.
It sounds like PTSD. I'm just
I mean, I did a little sit down, like, you know what I'm saying, but I mean, that's what it is, yo. When
Were you
you
boxed
environments
in?
like that just cause you to, huh?
Were you boxed in? Like, were you in solitary confinement, or
Hell no,
were you able
hell
to?
no. You said without
I
what?
done some time in solitary confinement.
Hey, baby, you heard what she said?
It's cool. You said you had a TJ money?
Hey, listen, hey, listen.
I couldn't do solitary.
Nah,
I had to do 24 hours in solitary confinement.
24 hours. I did 3 months.
I wasn't in no orange. I ain't rocking no orange or nothing like that. I was in tan. I was on a unit. You feel me? It's 32 cells on the unit. That's 60 niggas. You feel me? That's how
I did 3 months in the hole trying to fight a CO.
Cause you stupid.
Hey, no, that'll get your little shit boxed in. Wild it out.
Well, they didn't have any vegan options.
They threw my food. So like the tray, you don't get a lot of food. So when the CO threw my food off the joint, I popped off.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Did you hear about the dude that they had to let out of jail because they didn't have vegan options?
Well, that's not true, but they got vegan options. I don't know where the fuck he was at.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, listen, they give your ass, they gonna give your ass tofu or soy. Hey, listen, your ass just got soy patty. Yeah, stop playing with the people. They got something for you. Your ass
that nigga's gonna be on all wheat bread. He's gonna be on wheat bread and motherfucking brown rice
and water. You hear me?
Pinto beans. They got pinto.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to live my life right. Y'all know one narrative that we got changed. It's funny that you brought it up. Rappers are dying.
Yeah.
Are rappers dying more than regular people dying?
Honestly, no, but in the perspective of the social media and the eyes, yes.
In the eyes of the public.
Yeah, in the eyes of the public, they just see it more when it's a celebrity or a figure like that. Because I honestly, I don't understand why. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't because
in all honesty, the murder rates and the crime rate has gone up. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you look at like when COVID hit and like within the last 3 years, it's gone up. But if you're saying overall, if it's just rappers, that's why I say you can't say it's just rappers.
Y'all see how it'd be amazing whenever like a young black dude die, he'd be like 30 years old, 28 years old. They'd be like, up and coming rapper. They found a video from the dude rapping when he was like 17.
Right.
17 in his hood. And up and coming rapper, like this dude wasn't a rapper. This man worked for Amazon, man.
No, let's talk about the awards. The awards they start giving rappers once you die. They don't give you shit while you alive, but they'll start giving you all type of awards when you die.
Oh, they call you the best, the GOAT, the legend. They call you everything great under the sun. Your music becomes streaming, you become one of the top followed people on social media when you die. That's ironic.
But honestly, this is something that it's been like the test of time, and I feel like it's been happening forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people go and get t-shirts for people when they die. Get a t-shirt, you know what I'm saying? Get the shirt while I'm alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been like that forever. And I don't want to say it's just because times have changed. Like, nah, like people have been this way. I think it just may be more visible to people now than it has been before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. JMoney, can you get a t-shirt with my face on it while I'm alive?
Like, I'll get the speaker box joint. Like, if you make a speaker box t-shirt, I'll purchase it. I'll even buy. If you make you know what I'm saying? If you make something like that, yes, bro. As a matter of fact, I'll even help you make the t-shirt.
Hey, bro, we already got those, bro. What you talking about, Jay?
For our listeners, for everybody that's looking right now, we got those available. If you want, hit me up at
those already.
DM me. I'll go to www.SIXXCESS.com.
And you know, I feel bad that there is a shirt and I don't have it. You know what?
No, like I really want to get some with my face on it though, and I want you guys to wear them because I think that's right. We need to start wearing faces of our friends and stuff.
Hey, listen. If you get me, listen, check this out. If you give me a blue shirt, right, with your face on it, I'll probably wear it, bro.
All right, like honestly, go back a little bit. Back up a little bit. Back up just a little bit more. If you do it with that, if you do, yeah, that go up, take it up a little bit. If down. I'll wear a shirt like that with your face on it, bro.
Okay, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I couldn't wear nobody's face on. I couldn't wear nobody's face. I was kind of smitten by wearing this Calvin Klein shirt.
Shit,
I wear you guys' face on my shirt. Jzabel, would you like your face worn on the shirt?
Never thought about it. I only see people's faces on shirts like when they die.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's not something I aspire. I mean, unless you're a superstar, like when you come to my concert, yeah. So, but I'm not an artist.
That's really the only time I see
him. Money. Yeah. Hey, Money, you gotta shop with me, bro.
You got shirts?
Yeah, I got shirts.
Now, y'all, you know what? Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. It'd be a lot of interesting stuff that I could think about, that I could really like, that I could ask. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Ask something.
I'm just trying to understand the whole ramifications of why we as rappers are under attack. You know what I'm saying? We use that term. We use that term. Rappers are dying out here, and it's like, shit, like I don't think that we got to move any different. We're not the rap. It's not every. It's only rappers that's in that lifestyle getting caught.
Nah, but hold on. You want to know something? You're absolutely right. It is only the rappers, because you don't hear about the R&B niggas out here getting knocked off.
Bruh, when was the last R&B artist you seen hanging out though?
That's what I'm saying. So that's the whole point. That's the point, the narrative that I'm making right now. Yo, we're putting ourselves in these positions because we want to be seen. You know what they say? All publicity is good publicity.
True.
Well, you got to think about it. Yo, when you a rapper in the light that we are, you want to be out in the public with the people looking cool. But check it. Why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why? Why are you there? Are you there getting some money?
Let me ask you a legitimate question, right? I asked this last week on the show, and I'm pretty sure you was watching. Do you believe that artists are in a position to where they have to 100% live up to their lyrics?
All right, listen. That's a two answer question.
All right.
Give me both of them.
Okay. This is my mind state. You feel me? Because I done straddled the fence. You feel me? All right, so I'm gonna say this. Let's go with this. Man, yo, when you rap about this shit, the shit that you speak about, it gives off energies. You understand? And if you talking about shoot 'em up, bang bang, I'm gonna do this, that's what a nigga's gonna expect from you. That's how a person is gonna carry you. That's how they're gonna look at you. That's how they're gonna feel when they're around you. That's just how it's gonna be. It's it's the energies that you give out. You feel me? Now, on the other hand, it depends on how you presenting the music, because I got a song called "Price You Pay" that's not out yet, but it's done. Bro, you've heard it. You feel me? And I flipped that bitch. You feel me? It has it's a negative message, but a positive message, because it's showing the negative outcome, but the possibilities. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
If it makes sense. You feel me? Yeah. If it don't, tell me it don't. Like, so yeah, it don't. Like, you feel me? That depends on you as a person and how you carry yourself. Now, obviously, if you a suburban and you rapping about this shit, a nigga not gonna take you serious. Hey, what was the white rapper? What was the little white rapper from Ohio? The drill rapper, the white boy.
You talking about Lil Jesus or something?
Yeah, baby Jesus, Lil Jesus,
Slim Jesus or something.
Yeah, Slim Jesus. There you go, Slim Jesus. Come on now, a nigga know a prop when he see a prop. You understand? Now, so you rap.
Well, he only got caught. He only got exposed as a prop because he got challenged based on his lyrics.
Well, let me just
And
say
that's
something
what.
else. Like artists need to be careful with their lyrics because right now I'm doing stuff like I get the studio booked and in the session I'm creating kids songs. Like I'm working, you know what I'm saying, with people doing songs for kids shows. And so when they come
Yeah.
in there, they think they about to come in there and like, nah, we're not making that. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to be able to adapt. Because in these songs now you can't be saying ass, you can't be cursing. You know what I'm saying? Like these songs are for kids. So
Yeah,
then it's also an image too because it's hard for me because you know I got songs that I be like shake that ass, but then I'm making kids songs. So it's like okay, you know what I'm saying? You got to know your audience. And it can be difficult. And I feel like even as Bundles was saying, like, yeah, I know he didn't get to the second part yet, but like it how can you some stuff you can't live up to and some stuff you have to know the difference. Like you gotta know when you gotta know what to listen to and what not to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell when somebody lying on the song. Like when you listen to 2 Chainz, you could hear that he's having fun. When you listen to Gucci Man, you can hear he's having fun. He didn't sell a pound in an hour. Like you know what I'm saying? That's the sight. You think he really sold? Oh, I sold 100 pounds today. Like
I
nah.
mean, but like honestly, what y'all saying is 100%. But a lot of artists get too afraid. You definitely 100% cannot straddle that fence and be a shake that ass artist and a hey kid bop artist. You know what I'm saying? Like once you cross whichever threshold, you kind of have to say where I have the most success, I
Mm-hmm.
have to stay, and everything else has to go away.
Mm-hmm.
But in the day of social media, when that camera and that eyeball is all on you, you 100% have to live up to everything that you say. I mean, you can't make a song about having drip and being the best dressed, being flashy, and then you get caught walking at the store
With some homies
with
socks and flip
bummy
flops.
shit on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't get caught. You're gonna get checked. You can't talk about ice and being the most iced up, and then now you got niggas walking around want to check your shit with the damn detective. You know? You can't talk about I'm gonna spend, I'm gonna ride, I'm gonna be this, because when people see you, like you said, that energy, they're gonna approach you that way. It's big manifestation with music. Big manifestation with music. That a lot of people don't understand. And I really think that in music, in all music, I don't know who mic that is being weird, but in all music, I believe that it's more manifestation than any genre in the world
Yeah.
or any profession in the world besides maybe like a preacher, I guess. That's big manifestation. And I would put artists, preachers in the same realm, just different sides of the coin. Their ability to stand up in front of people, deliver their message, share their point of views, gain a following,
So
influence people's beliefs, influence people's moves and ideology.
So what a lot of people don't realize is that a lot of music comes from people who were playing in church. You know what I'm saying? Like if you listen to even the old Outcast and the Love Below, those songs, the Roses, I know, you know what I'm saying? Like those songs, the pianos and stuff like that came from people who played the keyboard in church, played the drums in church. You know what I'm saying? And then it was crossed over because they made it into hip hop. They made it into R&B. They made it into, you know what I'm saying, crossing over, mixing jazz and uh, what they call gospel music and hip hop into a category to make, you know what I'm saying, to make it its own thing. So these are all things that have been going on, but like I don't know if people have noticed it.
I'm glad you went. I'm glad you used that because that's going. That I really want to use that to segue me in to this next topic at the top of this hour. Now, bundles, if you want to stay in on this topic, you can. But it was good. Let everybody know where to follow you and all that good stuff.
You can find me on IG at bag_DaBeat_Bundles. Uh, Facebook, DaBeat Bundles. Uh, Same on Spotify. You feel me? YouTube, Bundles on the Beat. Subscribe, check in, pay attention. I'm gonna be uploading some new show footage momentarily. New song charged up, dropping on the 3rd. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that on Lane as well. You feel me?
Okay.
You feel me?
Please,
Might
yeah.
as well double up on them. But
Might as well.
Hey,
well,
don't tell us all pay attention and we watching for a long time. Let's get to it. Let's get boogieing. You already know we on you, Bundles. If you want to stick around, you're more than welcome to. But my boy, enjoy the rest of your day. Everybody go out there and follow my man Bundles. Y'all know what time it is. So, speaking of artists coming from church backgrounds, and it kind of really, when you say coming from church backgrounds, right, it's kind of safe to say they know better. They should know better, and they realize what they're doing is wrong. However, a lot choose not to speak out because it messes with their money. But my guy, my hero, Yeezy, Jesus himself, spoke out this week about something that I know I've been making a lot of hints about for a long time, and people tell me, shh. But he used the word sacrifice. He used the word sacrifice, and he used the word I can't be controlled because I don't have any crimes or anything that they could take away from me. Interesting. What did you think about that, J Money? Did you hear those comments, first of all, that went viral from Mr. West, formerly known as?
So I didn't hear those comments. I heard maybe I heard a snippet of something else, but like I kind of was like scrolling and kept going because I wasn't really paying any attention. But
what's going on with you these days?
I've been moving.
You gonna scroll past Kanye West stuff? That's like
it was a courtesy scroll.
You know what? I'm gonna forgive you because
it was
you're not a journalist.
It was a courtesy scroll.
Jzabel, what'd you think when you saw it? I know you saw it.
I didn't even see it, honestly.
Y'all know what?
I stopped paying attention to Kanye once he apologized. Like I haven't been keeping up because he's just.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been listening to College Dropout, and I've been thinking about dropping out of college. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of
thing. Money.
No. But you know what? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, but you know what? I have been binge watching Chicago Med, and now all of a sudden I want to go get my doctorate. I just want to go back to school and get my doctorate. So sometimes what you watch have an influence on you.
Have an influence
on you.
But listen, I do feel like
let's put a pin in that real quick. Let's go back to that. Chicago Med is what's now inspiring this movement to go ahead and finish it.
I already, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a psychiatrist. So now I just been watching the show and I've been studying the psychiatrist, and I just been like, dang, I wish I could do that. Like, so now I'm like looking at programs, looking for grants. I just don't want more debt. Like, but if I could get a grant and go back to school for free, I would and be a doctor.
You know what though? I ain't gonna lie to you. With Biden in office, this is probably the perfect time to go back and finish your school.
You know why too? A lot of artists in the music industry, you guys need therapists. You need people to talk to, and I can start my own practice and still stay within the music industry.
Did y'all see Scrappy Kirkhoff on his mama?
For that picture?
See? He needs help.
You probably just missed all that.
I'm needed. I did miss that. I've been clowning on my other page. I've been busy doing other things.
No, you've been cutting up on social media, and it's like one of those places that I guess is y'all take this stuff to Twitter. Y'all go to Twitter and cut up.
Okay.
Y'all cut up on Twitter, man. I need people to y'all need to follow me on Twitter. I make hits all day because I need more people to cut up over there with me.
How do you guys feel about the new Twitter owner?
Honestly, you know what? I'm loving it, right? I'm loving it. I'm not liking the fact that all the white people are using it to be like nigga this, nigga that, nigga this. But y'all gotta admit, Seeing people for the real them is way better than the fake people that we get. What do you think about that, J Money?
About Twitter or seeing people for the real them?
Both.
I have no thoughts on Twitter. I just feel like Twitter is not used, and I feel like the people who do use Twitter are Twitter users, and they're going to stay in their Twitter lane. And if I just never get in the Twitter lane, I can never get dragged through Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
do you tweet?
I tweet when my album and stuff, but I don't look at anything on Twitter. Like I tweet because it's synced with my other accounts.
Wow.
I don't really. Yeah.
You a ghost tweeter.
Yeah, and I also feel like I believe that, and like as I was saying to you, I think I said this a couple weeks ago when I was like, I don't even like dating because it's like dating somebody's persona. You know what I'm saying? Like you dating this fake person, this image of who they trying to create for themselves. I just want to know who this real person is. Like, show me who you are up front. You know what I'm saying? Show me who you are up front. Don't have me wait 3 weeks to come find out that you's a wild ass motherfucker. Like, just show me you wild from the beginning so I know not to fuck with you off the break. I gotta wait 3 weeks to find this shit out. Like, I'm too weak now. Like, you fucked it up. Like, you should have told me week 1, day 1. Listen, I'm a wild ass individual. Let me just show you who I am. And I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm glad I noticed who you are. That's cool. You could do you, but just do you the fuck away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a clear understanding that it's fine. I'm fine with who you are. Because in this day and age, you could be whoever the fuck you want to be.
Yeah.
That away from me. You know what I'm saying? You might gotta step the fuck back and continue to do that. Far the fuck away from me. Like, I don't want to that shit. So
I take my white ass and just be like trying to mind my business. You feel me? I get on Twitter. What? I get on Twitter and I like to be on Twitter, but I pretty much just take my white ass where I'm accepted. I ain't gonna hold you.
I haven't been on Twitter in a while.
What? We established this last week. I'm white. We've established this.
Oh yeah, I forgot about I'm Asian. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we've already established this.
But
white and I'm proud.
So go back to the Kanye topic. So what happened with him in the church now? The church is not denouncing him or something, I saw?
Well, this has been a busy week for Kanye. I'm sorry, Ye. This has been a busy week for Ye. He pretty much announced that he's going through, you know, he's off, he's having some real problems. And he pretty much said that, hey, he can't be controlled. He doesn't have anything else to lose. They sacrificed his mom. And he made billions for it. And now I guess he's doing his thing. But apparently also we found out that Adidas has to still pay Kanye, even for rebranding.
So
what? That's interesting.
That's a smart man when it comes to taking care of your business and having all your stuff in place. Because a lot of artists are dumb. We already have established that last year in December during our Artists Are Dumb series.
I mean, I think we know that even through the documentaries and stuff that Kanye has made over 20 years ago and recently put out and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, he has enough work that he can survive off of things that he's done in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has enough to be like, all right, cool. So if they are trying to take all this away from him, he's looking like, I was the one. Yeah, like he was like, I was the one who hopped out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I tried to make a way. Even his first music video, they wasn't trying to shoot. He had to use his own money and his own budget, you know what I'm saying, to do these things. So how can you take something away from somebody?
You know what's amazing? They could take away all of Kanye's albums. He still get paid for everybody else's touch that he put on their albums.
Right.
You take away everything Kanye West did, you got to recreate the whole history of music. The whole sound of music changes.
The blueprint, you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z's, Beyonce stuff. He's done stuff with, he's worked with too many, you know what I'm saying?
No. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody has
Wayne,
We have to start thinking about that. That's why, like, honestly, I can't give up on Ye. You know why I can't give up on Ye? Because I've seen this before, y'all. Mostly in movies, because I was not born, but mostly in movies. But I've seen all this stuff before. I've seen heroes rise up from places, from people that we don't think. Malcolm X was red. And I'm sure it was a lot of people that I don't listen to Red. Red be talking crazy. But that's Malcolm X. Martin Luther King, hey, we see what they how they depict him and what they're saying about him these days, but that's Martin Luther King. I mean, I'm not trying to deny or say that I put Kanye on these levels of these civil rights leaders. But when I'm talking about voice, impact on our people, and I'm talking about not just people that just dance around and get famous and ha 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 la la la. I'm talking about people who make impacts and try to bring change to our lives. We know what happens to them. There's only two words they use: crazy or psychotic.
So honestly,
aggressive. They use aggressive too.
I think people are forgetting, and I say this to people: they need to do this in life. Sometimes they need to do this in relationships. But like, even when your phone is not working, what do? You turn it off and you turn it back on. You got to reset it, right? And I think some people just need to think about, like, even Kanye West might need to just think about what attracted all these people to him in the first place.
Yeah.
Because he was able to talk about his struggles and his differences and make jokes out of it. Even though I went to college and dropped out of school quick, I always had a PhD. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're doing lyrics and you're doing stuff like that, he's taking all the struggles that he's been through. This is before we know Kanye West. We're learning him through this music. You know what I'm saying?
Don't dumb it down, though.
I'm not dumbing it down.
It was the problems that everybody went through.
Right.
Yeah.
But now, you know what I'm saying? Now that he's this multi-billionaire and everybody can see, like, he's at the forefront, it's like, oh, what is he saying? What is he doing? Like, he's going through what he's going through. And honestly, I do feel like it's I don't know if it's a scare for men to go see a therapist or to actually say that mental health things are going on. But if there are things going on, just because you're a celebrity and just because you have millions of dollars and billions of dollars does not mean that you can't be unhappy. Doesn't mean that you can't have trust issues with the people around you. Doesn't mean you can't have the same problems that people are having on a day-to-day basis living in a project just because you live in a mansion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen people go through the same struggles. Like, they could be living out in the mansion and be like, damn, bro, I don't even know where to get no weed, because they knew where to get weed when they lived in the projects. Now they live all the way out here. They don't know how to.
But like, bro, the real people, the real problem with people at every level is the ability to freely disassociate ourselves from someone. And the reality of it is, it's like, we love you, we hate you. We love you, we hate you. And a lot of people get driven by wanting the love. It's a very powerful person who's driven by knowing this may hurt. When your parents used to give you a beat and say, this is gonna hurt me worse than it hurt you, but I gotta do it. And as a kid, we were like, no way. But now you kind of get it, like, yo, if I wouldn't have got that beating, I would have went out there again, and I'd probably be next to my man's in the ground or next to my man's in the cell. You see what I'm saying? So we think about all these things, and we look at a person like Kanye, like you said, the things that really gravitated us to him was his ability to speak up for us. Not just us as in black people, but us as in people. There was white people that felt like they didn't know what the school, they was in school 3 years, couldn't pick a career. You know, like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people that move their whole fashion forward. And those are things that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because we already see that people have a way of understanding, I can't tap into your emotions that make you immortalize me.
Right.
Because then I'm a target.
Right. So the only way they can attack him is how?
Attacking the same thing that made us love him. But it's sad because, like we said about the music and why artists got to drop so frequent, because no one seems to remember 3 months ago.
Yep.
I mean, you got your own peers that act like you ain't never did nothing for them. I'm on my own level of different, right? You're on your own level of different. You're on your own level of different. And you find it that there's people that you used to talk to on a frequent basis, y'all can't even correlate together no more.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is, you correlating that to your growth because of what you've seen, what you've learned, and how you move, and then correlate that to, oh, we're not friends anymore.
Right.
And the sad thing is now we're in a world where it's ops. You can't just not be friends anymore. You have to automatically be an op. It's automatic.
Oh, that's cool.
So I mean, like, yeah, I can't give up on Kanye for the same reason that I can't give up on all you artists out here that sit up here and say what you really want or tell me how you really feel in my DMs, but then you're portraying something totally different to the public because it secures your bag. You get up every day and do something totally different than what you want to do. You say something totally different than what you want to say because it secures your bag. You're afraid to walk away and start over.
Yep.
You're afraid to stand up and stand on your own. Most of us, because you don't have your own, you don't have a catalog because A, y'all working for yourselves. You're not touching other people's lives, other people's careers. Because see, that's what you're saying. Like Kanye can last because even if they take away all his catalog, they had to take away a lot of people's music that was great hits to stop him, to shut him down.
Right, but like it's not only just that. Like, see, and even this morning, I don't know if y'all caught the show this morning on They Don't Say, but like we told over probably $50,000 of how to get free money as an independent artist.
I checked that out.
They're grants. They're things that you can do. Even if you don't have a car, you're like, I'm struggling just in life. They have grants that will help get you a house in 30 days. They have grants that will help you they'll put $3,000 down on a new car if this is your first time buying a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's stuff out there. There are ways to get, you know what I'm saying, the services you need. But like, I don't think people realize, and maybe even Kanye West may not realize that he might need some type of help, and he's not getting the help that he needs because all these other things are surrounding him. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe after his mother's death, he needed to go see a therapist. He needed somebody to talk to about that. Like, maybe his mother was his go-to person. Like, every time something was going wrong, he'd be like, bam, I can go back to mom, and she'll bring back up, oh yeah, you remember these songs you made when you was a kid? And it will help him be like, all right, cool. I could keep my creative, you know what I'm saying, thought going. But then since he lost that, maybe he doesn't have anybody to go back to. You know what I'm saying? Like, even for me, sometimes it gets hard. I used to have somebody I could call all the time, and that person's not here anymore. So it's like even difficult for me when I'm making certain songs. Like, damn, this person used to always be here when I'm making music. Like, this is how I used to come up with the hooks. And this person's not around no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, I didn't have somebody I could sit down and talk to and be like, damn, you know what? Like, it's harder for me to make music because I've been sitting down making music with this person since I was 4 years old, and now they're no longer here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? It could even be difficult for somebody to talk about. But like, I'm gonna be honest with you, even when I was going through my depression, it was good to have a friend like you who was just like, yo, bro, I know something's going on because you've been like not active anywhere. Like, you ain't been on social media, nothing. Like, what's up, bro? Like, and I be like, yeah, bro. Like, I didn't even realize I was going through depression, but just having somebody who's able, you know what I'm saying, you're able to get through that with makes a difference. And I feel like
he was nice to you. He was nice to you. He was like, oh well, let's get to it. He was giving me tough love. I was like, Six, I'm over here. I'm on the edge. He was like, well, pick up your bootstraps. The world is hard out here. You can't crawl in the tunnel every time things get hard.
Nah, that's facts though. But like,
it helps.
Like, yeah,
no, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I look at life like everybody has to have a different approach to it. You know what I'm saying? When I saw you, when I was in my dark place, I had to seek people. You know what I'm saying? I went to counseling. I had a therapist. I mean, every Monday, you know, and I talked a lot about it. I told a lot of people my story, but it wasn't really the professional help that helped me, right? It was me building a network of people around me that I trusted to share my exact light with, that could give me light back. And I honestly believe, listen, in a position like Kanye, where you're the first, the only, right? That automatically puts a tone on your life. You're the first and only black billionaire in America. Yeah. You're the first black man to reach $10 billion, and you're the only black man to be at this table.
You got to understand that that's a mental anxiety that not even a therapist can understand because they're not experiencing that. Like you're the only
the only thing that helps you through rising, bro. The only thing that helps any of us through our levels of elevation that keeps us from falling right back down to the bottom is a support system. Like Bundlez said, the thing that I call if he didn't have his Baywood from Tisa, that could have been any moment to trigger. Forget the rest of this tour. Right. I'm not doing this. This is bad. This is horrible. This is stressful. I don't want to do it. I'm pretty confident. Looking at the world's comments, we don't support ourselves. We will disassociate ourselves from anything that we think loses us money. And I want people to know something. Success don't let money rule him at all. I don't care how much money I can make from a person, from a corporation, from a situation. If the vibes are not right, I will walk. I will leave. And like I don't see a lot of people getting that. I see power in people that people don't even see themselves sometimes. See, like I knew your power wasn't in whatever Jezabel's power is in. Right. You know, so you don't have to charge those batteries the same way. But at the end of the day, I do realize that we all need a charge. We all need a kick, and we all need people to know, hey, I'm in your corner. If that man thought his mama was the only person, the last person in his corner, and then as soon as shit get hard, everybody show you I'm willing to jump ship. Well, I'm gonna have my pins and needles up on the support line.
It's fucked up.
I'm gonna have my pins and needles up on the support line.
Your trust issues fucked up. Everybody either coming to you because they're like, oh yeah, you got money, so I could get something from you, or yeah, like you know what I'm saying.
You know what's like honestly, I want everybody out there that's want to be an artist. Because there are a lot of people that say, I don't want to make it because this, and I don't want to make it because that. I want to assure you that if you go into your job, and of course I'm going to use my favorite job again, Walmart. If you go into your job, Walmart, you get a cashier, no one's going to care. You're the stock boy, no one's going to care. But when you become the manager, or if you make your way up to the GM, Lord forbid you get yourself in the office, the corporate office, you best believe a lot of people are going to be hitting your line up and asking you, can you help me? Can you help me? Can you please? Can you please? What's up? Your level of success does, in a way, entitle you to have to help people. However, everyone is not worthy of the results that the help gets.
I agree and I disagree. I don't say necessarily help, but be a resource. You know what I'm saying? Like be resourceful to that person because necessarily they might not be trying to. Their goals might not be the same as yours. You know what I'm saying?
Same difference, right?
Yeah,
I agree. I could agree. Same difference, but I'm saying like when we make it to a certain level, my obligation to every artist is this show,
right?
Is to tell them, yo, like yeah, like. You got your registrations right? You said to Bundlez, the artists don't understand the importance of a role manager, and I laughed. I chuckled, right? Inside, I had butterflies because I'm thinking to myself about a conversation I had just earlier today. Artists don't understand the roles of a beat maker, what the role of a producer is. They don't understand what the role of an arranger is. They don't understand what a songwriter is. They don't understand who owns a song, who has the rights to a song. So we expect them to understand that there's a person called road manager. They think that that's one man.
Yeah, so like
there's many artists that will call their one manager and be like, bro, you coming on the road with me, bro? No. I got you the gig. Go work. Let's go get this money. I don't. This isn't micromanage. I'm not the manager over your back. Like, hey, you at the show? Hey, you perform?
So like,
hey.
I try to tell people they don't realize how much more that I'm just doing, like even behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm also not only when you're shooting a video, I'm not only directing. I gotta organize people. I gotta organize them. Like, all right, cool. Y'all don't got lights. Let me get the lights in here. All right, let me get some smoke in here. I need to bring the fog machine. You know what I'm saying? Like it's other moving parts that you got to organize. If I got female dancers, I'm like, all right, let me make sure they want a hair and makeup artist. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure wardrobe's right. It's other moving parts. But like when you drive in a car, you're not worried about how all the other stuff goes. You need to make sure when you press the acceleration, it goes, and when you press brakes, this motherfucker stops. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to know your role in your lane. See what I'm saying? As an artist, people are having expectations from you. They expect it like, all right, cool. I'm providing this service. I choreographed the dance. I'm expecting my payment. I choreographed. I brought my items in for my supplies for hair and makeup. I need to be reimbursed for the supplies that were used and be paid for my, you know what I'm saying, my labor for doing hair and makeup for this shoot or for this video. But like you have to understand that this is a business. If you're doing shit half-ass with niggas in the hood, your shit's gonna come out looking like shit from the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? You keep shooting videos on the iPhone, your shit's gonna look like videos on that fucking iPhone.
Like, honestly, I gotta say this little gem to every artist out there, and I know J Money probably won't agree with me, maybe Jzabel either. But if you're not watching reality TV, like all these reality TV shows that they're giving you with all these indie artists or artists that you don't think have a name or are working or doing anything, if you're not watching these reality shows and with your notepad out, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Why you?
I mean, like you ask yourself how. You know what I'm saying?
How they getting there and I'm not? How they doing this? Yeah.
And there's people literally walking around every day giving us the how, the why, the when, the where, and we still and like it's still people that choose
to be in the same place.
To be in the same place. But that is those artists' obligation. Those artists that's on TV and showing you their life and showing you how they move, that's their obligation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those artists that get on those records and brag to you, you know, I just walked in the label office and closed a deal, whatever. Now it's worth $1 million, blah, 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 whatever. They're giving you their blueprint because that's their obligation.
Right.
Because everybody understands something. Time frame is not forever. I mean, like this has to keep going.
Right. So like even when I was saying the bundles, when he was like, yeah, you know, I was talking to my manager and they was telling me about the process. And I was like, yeah, what's the process? Nah, I can't tell you the process. Well, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't you tell me the process? Like other people are trying to get here too. And it's crazy because what I learned is a lot of people, I'll tell people like, all right, come with me. Come down here. And they're like,
people want to do that.
They like, I'm not walking over there. Like, it's a sidewalk right here, bro. I'm like, nah, come walk with me through the dirt and the thorns. And like, we're going to get to this pot of gold. They was like, bro, it's a sidewalk. It's a sidewalk and a street right here with a stop sign and a light. And I'm like, nah, I'm trying to take you down this path that hasn't been created yet. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard for people to even believe or understand to even follow you down this path because they're looking like, bro, there's a fucking sidewalk, bro. There's a sidewalk
like, you know what's crazy, bro? 100%. Demographic, and what your experience to see, right? Mm-hmm. When I first moved to Atlanta, that was my problem, right? There would be times where I'd pull up and it's like, come around here, or let's go this way. And I'm like, no.
Like, nah, nigga,
you know,
well, I'm going down the road. What the fuck?
Right, bro. There were people that would be like, call me. You know, but because where I'm from, call me is just, I'm done talking. You know, I'm never going to really answer the phone. I'm never going to put you in position. And like, honestly, shout out to Captain Daryl. Happy birthday, Captain Daryl again. But he was the first person to really like stay on me about that, right? He said, yo, Six, I told you 3 months ago to call me. What happened? I said, I didn't think you were serious, Cat. He said, I'm dead serious. Call me. And he's on the phone with me. Call me. I'm like, all right, Cap, I will call you. 3 months go by now. We're from November into February. He's like, SIXXCESS. I told you to call me.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't serious, man. I said, man, I am serious. I just, where I'm from, call me doesn't really mean call me.
Yeah.
You know?
I had to learn that the hard way. I missed out.
We move weird.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And it's crazy because most artists that are trying to make it, that don't get caught up in the whole family success, family behind your back, because that's like small town stuff. But most artists that be hitting that wall are from big cities where they don't understand that. Or from cities where they don't understand that. They're taught that this person is going to snake me. They're taught that this person is going to steal my music. They're taught that I have to own 100% because it's all mine.
It becomes a trust thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know who to trust, because once you get, like, it happened to me. Once I had like people like, oh, you make beats. I don't even like telling people I make beats, because I had a whole drive of beats stolen from me, and I'm hearing the shit on other people's shit. Like what the fuck? That's my shit. Like, it makes you nervous about who to trust. Like, damn, like, who was I around that they stole all this from me? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you trust?
I ain't gonna lie, you. Like, I heard about Usher, and when he got his music stolen, that he had $1 million insurance policy, and obviously I did the right thing, and I'm walking around like, steal my music, steal it,
right?
Come get my hard drive.
But what happened? You had to learn, get your paperwork right. You know what I'm saying? Like, before then, the people.
Hold on, but what happened to the music? Did he ever get it back? Like, I mean,
never did. He lost it.
But you had to learn. Like, you had to do your paperwork. If you don't got your paperwork right, then you just put yourself in that situation. And then it's like, damn, who can I trust? Because y'all just took it from me and didn't tell me, like, oh, did you register it? Oh, did you get your ISRC?
At the end of the day, right? The blueprint has, like I said always, and I'm gonna say it again till I can't say it no more. The blueprint of who to trust is out there.
It is.
You trust your team. Everyone that's made it, it's been a group. It's been a team. Even after the first artist pop out, you start saying that person got like 4 or 5 people in the whole rap group.
Yeah.
So, like, all of y'all out here, I asked an artist earlier today. I said, bro, if you get 100% of everything, you want to work with people, but you want to know how you can get 100% of everything. What you're really telling everybody else is they're not getting nothing.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Well, newsflash, you go on Indeed and you see one of those jobs say, we're hiring. And you scroll on it and you click it and you're like, this is the perfect job for me. I can come in whenever I want, fix my own schedule, do it however I want to do, wear what I want to wear. Oh, I'm ready for this. And you stick down to pay, compensation, none. You're like, God damn, that knew it was too good to be true. I want to see the person that's going to click on that button for no compensation and fill out that application and tell them all your demographics. And you know, them applications be long as hell now.
Yeah.
They long as hell now. They're down to ask you what the first car you drove. You know what I'm talking about? You got to remember the first car you drove for no compensation. I want to see that. I want to meet that person, because that person right there has found the true source to life.
Yes, they're dedicated and they're committed and they know what they want. Like, it doesn't matter how much the pay is. They know this is what the fuck they want to do.
No, the pay is none. Zero, nada. They nada.
Listen, no, you know how crazy that is? Because let me tell you something. Like, I tell people sometimes, like, man, I need to be more active, because I can sit down and make beats all day, but like, if I'm not making beats and doing anything with it or selling them or doing anything, it's like, damn, I'm just sitting here wasting time.
Listen, bro.
Because no one is paying me to make these beats. No one is paying me for going out and spending $1,000 on the drum machine and all this money on a MacBook and all. That's not what they're paying you for.
In 2006, I was working a good job, bringing in about maybe $3,200-$3,400 a month, right? Not doing anything but sitting on my fat white ass and collecting money, right? Now, I tell y'all this. I wrote a song where I wrote a poem, and this artist was coming in through the security gate, and he saw what I was writing, and he asked me could he have it. And I tell the story all the time. And the next day, the song was a song, the poem was a song, and he was giving me $1,000.
Okay.
Well, obviously, I said it took me 10 minutes to write that song for $1,000.
Right.
I want to do this instead of sit on my fat white ass for 12 hours a day.
Right.
Right?
Because you made more in 10 minutes than you made in an hour.
The drive was always, woo, we can make a lot of money doing this. Mm-hmm. Right? The problem is you get into it and then there's people telling you, oh, it's going to come. The money's going to come. Don't worry. Just keep working. Just keep going. Because now we have all these gurus popping up, right? They're like, make sure you have a publishing company and you're going to be great. Hey, make sure you are running your streams up and marketing your streams and you'll be great. You know, make sure you're doing this and you'll be great. And all these artists are running out there now. They call it no success. And they're like, Six, man, I got the publishing company. I got my writer's side.
What do I do?
I got my streams. What do I do? And I'm like, what it look like in there? What you doing in there? I'm supposed to do something?
They don't know how to build a team from that.
Well, Master Crickets is in the building. Nah, I was working this job this week, y'all. I did this little gig this week. Working this call center. And I told y'all I really hate the 9-to-5 thing. But I was really getting like really bored down here in Atlanta, and I saw this little sign that say, come on in, hiring on the spot, and I said, why not? You know, why not go in there and give it a good old time? It's right here by my house. Quick 2 minutes, in and out. I go in there and get the job, obviously, because I'm super qualified. Right? I started Monday, and I'm like, I'm working it, and I'm like, all of these people around me are asking questions that I knew in high school. They're asking questions that damn it, my 4-year-old can accomplish these goals. Mm-hmm. After 3 days, maybe 2.5 days, I had officially decided this ain't gonna work. I don't need it. Why do we put ourselves in positions of things that we know is not gonna work? A lot of artists do not understand. If you believe that it's not gonna work, don't do it. Because you're coming into the game thinking that, oh, I'm about to just jump on some open mics and some shows and I'm going to be rich. They're going to sign me. I'm going to put some videos on YouTube and they're going to be rich and they're going to sign me. You know, I'm going to throw some music on Spotify. I have the alligator mouth, but they're going to sign me. So, well, I'm here to tell y'all, like, y'all are listening to all these gurus tell you what to do, what to have, and not asking them, well, what do I do after I get it? It's like somebody tell like the car analogy. You buy a car and you good. Well, they'll never teach you how to drive. You keep crashing the damn thing. Or you damn near kill yourself, or worse, kill yourself. I mean, everything is about knowledge. Everything is about what we gain in this world at this point.
I also think I think it's about going with some intuition too, because a lot of times I go out of town and like when I'm doing these tours and stuff, I'm with artists that like I'm not normally with from the DMV. You know what I'm saying? These aren't the artists I'm seeing every week in the DMV. These artists are different. And it's funny to me because they come to me like, yeah, J Money, what song do you think I should do? And I'm like, damn, like, I don't know. You know, like, what song are you doing? I'm like, man, I'm doing the same song I've been doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got my stuff set in stone. And they're
Yeah.
like, I think I'm gonna try out a new song. And I'm like, in my head, I feel like you should never perform in front of a live audience where you're giving a first impression with a song that you don't have confidence in, or you don't know the lyrics to, or like, oh, I just recorded this in the studio last night, so I'm gonna do this joint today. Like, you know the words to that joint?
In my opinion, like honestly, every spot that has a mic should know your name in your city before you lock in a spot. And I also believe that artists, y'all have to build a home base. Of course, y'all out here talking about rappers are getting killed these days, so that got y'all moving silly and dumb, not thinking about the things that has to be. Do y'all understand that at every era, a rapper could walk his album into that club and everyone knew that it was going to be played in there? That's how they gain followers and listeners and things like that. Yeah, do your homework, people. Do your homework. And I know that sounds weird coming from me, right? Because I hate homework. I hate any type of schooling type of setting. Like, that shit just makes me want to jump. You know? But do your homework.
It depends on what the homework is, though. Some homework is interesting. If it's a passion, it's something you want to do, then yeah, it should.
I mean, listen.
I feel
beat
like
makers don't be out here just being beat makers and telling me that you're a producer. Songwriters, don't be out here asking why you're not getting paid off songs that
writing shit.
you know, like I bet that you're writing for people that aren't doing anything. You know, like performers, don't ask why you're not getting paid for your performances and you don't got no damn BMI ass cap.
See, the reason that I'm able to keep having my team grow and build is because I'm growing and building, right? So like every time I'm making a new song, I have somebody else. I'm like, all right, I can put you as a percentage on this. Oh, all right, cool. You want to mix and master it? Cool. I could put you as a percentage on mixing and mastering. I could build more people on my team because I'm doing more work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm building more work so that I could have more work to pay people. Because if I'm not making music or doing this, I'm not going to be able to pay my videographer. I'm not going to be able to pay my photographer for a photo shoot. I'm not going to be able to pay, and it could be a different photographer. If I'm out of town, I'm not going to have the same photographer. So now I'm building teams with different people because now I could be like, hey, yeah, I got one in LA. Oh, you in LA? Cool. You need a photographer? Yeah, I got one for you.
It's a business.
It's a business.
Like I said, none of them will go into working. None of them will go into working on Monday, not collect on Friday, not collect the check or whatever days payday is.
I laugh at people because, man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm sorry, I'm bad at this, and I keep doing it, and I do it all the time. I've been doing it for years and weeks, and I probably need to stop, but I can't help it. It kills me softly. People come in the studio and they in the studio and they saying they songwriters and this and that, and bam, I be in the booth rapping woo woo, and they be like, man, yeah, you should change that and say woo woo woo, and I be like, oh, all right, cool. You got a ASCAP with BMI, and they be like, what's that? And I be like, never mind. And I go in there and I'm like, this is great, because little do they realize they're helping me create this song and I don't have to give them a percentage.
Bro, I don't want nobody in the studio giving me no damn insight.
Like,
being
you're not invited. Like, you're not invited. But if you want to come in there and keep doing that, I'm like, cool. If you want to say you're a songwriter and you want to do it for free, that's like if you're going to work at Giant and you're bagging people's groceries and you're doing this and that. You're like, yeah, I work at Giant. And you put on the uniform and everything, but you never gave them an I-9. You never turned in your ID.
You want to know the type of petty I am? You want to know the type of petty? You want to know the type of petty I am?
You never.
I'm in the studio and other artists are in there, and I'm writing, and then I may say my shit out loud, and somebody will throw in their 2 cents of what I should say. I'll delete everything out and start over.
Yeah, if it's not an artist, if I'm not in the studio with somebody who's an artist, I work. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't like being in the studio with somebody who's not an artist, who doesn't have ASCAP or BMI, you're not invited in.
Nah. You only have one job. If you're in the studio with SIXXCESS, you have one job. Roll up.
That's it.
I don't want to hear
none of that.
Nothing. If we collabing, put your verse down. If you got the hook and I'm collabing on your song, put it down. I'm a roll up.
Man, let me tell you. So I got irritated with somebody in the studio session the other day, and I was just like, yeah, they can't come back to the studio. I think I was telling you, like, this is my Hubbardton person this week because they came in
Again?
the studio session. Yeah, they came in the studio session, and like while I'm making the beat, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm making the beat for, you know what I'm saying, somebody right there. And while I'm making the beat, they want to say, oh yeah, you know, I don't really know about that because I use Ableton. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not using Ableton. Oh, what are you using? Oh yeah, I know how to do this. You need to turn the volume up. I'm like, bruh. This me, like, you know what I'm saying? I know how to do this.
It's nothing worse. It's nothing worse than a studio crusader. That's what I call them niggas. Studio crusaders.
Yeah, like it.
I had so many bad experiences. I had a bad experience with this one guy, and this was probably like one of my worst experiences. We're in the studio, and of course, I'm writing, and he's throwing me stuff, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's cool," you know. And then it's like he's telling people he helped me write my songs, and he writing for me, and all this other stuff, you know. And like I'm one of those artists. Like my music is like one of my kids, you know. It's like one of the children. So it's like you're not the pappy, you're not the mammy. You ain't got no role here. You're not even a godparent, you know? And it gets me into my ways. Now, there are records where I work with artists, and there are records where I work with songwriters, and they are for their cause, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has their position. But there's a lot of artists who really not real artists that just want to be along for the ride. So
right. They just want to be a part of something.
It's nothing worse. I got some friends who can really write and freestyle their ass off.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that makes a songwriter for me, he doesn't want to be an artist, or she doesn't want to be an artist.
No, those friends of yours, do they have ASCAP or BMI?
Of course.
Okay.
Any of my friends, listen, let me tell y'all one thing about success. I didn't just build an empire for myself. My friends were all my proofs of purchase, so to speak.
Right.
All my friends make money off of my music.
See, so
off of our work, you know?
So that's what I think happened. So like my friends, when I started telling them like, yeah, you need to get ASCAP or BMI, but like I'm not about to pay for it for them. Like I'm telling you what to do, like you gotta do it. And when they don't do it after 3 months, I'm like, yeah, all right. Like I'm doing this, but like I moved on because you're.
Now I ain't gonna lie. I actually set up my whole team's ASCAP. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to make sure it was done. I mean,
like everybody on my team, they are
anybody that's authorized to sit in the studio with me and help me with lyrics. It has ASCAP. You know what I'm saying? Like it has their publisher side and their writer side.
Now, if you had BMI, would you prefer that they had BMI? And
yes.
Tell people why you choose and why they have to have ASCAP as opposed to BMI.
So, like me personally, I'm with ASCAP. Me being an ASCAP affiliate, it makes it easier to pretty much collect all royalties and keep everything together.
Yeah,
you cannot cross the two.
All right, so you can, but it's just more difficult. So what happens is with BMI artists, if you're an ASCAP artist, when you're working with BMI artists, what you have to do is split with Song Trust. So Song Trust is the only way you're able to split with a BMI artist.
Yeah, so
since ASCAP has their own publishing and their own everything, if somebody else has ASCAP, it just makes it much simpler and easier. Also, BMI splits are different. BMI says 200%, ASCAP says 100%. So when you're splitting with a BMI artist on ASCAP, it causes a little bit of confusion because it's registering two different percentages for two different, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a different format of doing it.
Yeah, and honestly, I want y'all to understand something. That process that he just explained is the process that I call creating branches, having another branch to deal with something. And that's what I do in difficult situations and rare situations where I work with a BMI artist.
Mm-hmm.
But there's losses to that. You got to understand there's losses to those services. And that's why I prefer to work with ASCAP artists because I don't lose in percentages.
Right.
You lose in percentages when you go that route. And it's about 30%. And then not only that, Like
I
he
thought it was
said,
like 3%, but you saying it's 30%?
it's actually 30% that you losing, and we're not even going to talk about the differential in the 200% with BMI and the 100% with ASCAP. So
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you also, like a lot of artists don't realize, but a lot of producers have BMI. So a lot of producers and beat makers, if you're going on BeatStars, YouTube, or whatever, a lot of beat makers and producers have BMI.
because it's free,
right? Because it's free. But that's why I was saying, like, a lot of times, that's why a lot of producers and stuff I work with have BMI. The artists I work with and stuff got ASCAP. You know what I'm saying? Quick, easy splits. But you know what I'm saying? The ones that do have BMI, I just think it's good to have the knowledge and know how to, because you can send them the sheet to, you know what I'm saying, to get released from BMI, but then it's still, you got to wait a month, or I think it's like 30 days. You know what I'm saying? It's like still that process of waiting.
and like J Money said, like the one thing that I still want to stress is about percentages and losses. Right? There's no perfect reason, unless this is something that you guys really want to do. There's no perfect reason why, if you're with BMI, you should seek out BMI artists. Why should you take away the ability to claim 200% of a record to only claim 100% because now you're working with an ASCAP artist?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Also, if you're an ASCAP artist, unless you guys are seeing great value in working together, you should link all your stuff together under one unit. That way, no one is wondering when they get paid, how much they get paid, why is these prices different, why is these values different, why are these credits different, why isn't this show registered, why is this show registered, why isn't this venue registered, why is this venue registered. You guys want to kind of keep things what we call in uniform,
right?
You know, and that's why even when you see labels sign artists, they usually have them working with other artists on that label,
right,
or affiliates under
because it makes sense. It makes more sense. You know what I'm saying? If you're going out, a lot of times people don't realize, even when they get with a label, if they're going to reach out for an outside artist, that's costing the label more money, because they got to pay for travel or expenses. They got an in-house artist. All right, cool. They come to the studio at 6. So you're gonna be in there at 8. All right, cool. Yeah. So they're gonna come in. It's easier. It's more convenient. It's like 7-Eleven. Why
if you're supposed to get $10,000, do you want to say, hey, we sent 3,000 to BMI and 7,000 to ASCAP? You'll get it. Just wait. You know, like
that's how it is though.
Wait a minute, you know, like come on, like time everything is uniform more now. They got a good song view repertoire where you can see things now, but when we tell people that it's not in the same house, you'll see it when you start registering your music properly. You'll start seeing these codes that you get, these error codes that you get, and sooner or later they'll probably fix it. But I'm here to tell y'all, I don't think they will. Then the company will be called BMI ASCAP. There's a reason that they keep them separately, because they want y'all to know that they're two separate companies. They're going to do things different ways forever. It is how it is. One is ran by big corporations, BMI, and one is ran by artists, producers, and publishers, ASCAP. So there go the nitty gritty of it. Well, I think that it is about that time to be letting everybody know that they need to be liking and subscribing down below.
Yes, definitely hit that like.
Y'all make sure y'all definitely go follow my man DaBeat Bundlez. I recently was sharing his page. I forgot to put all them underscores, so it's DaBeat_Bundlez. Make sure y'all follow my man on IG. Go ahead and check out his music, the new album, or EP rather, Heavy. I like the records. It's quick. It's nice replayability. Yeah, go check it out. J Money, you got coming up, my boy?
You know, it's always going down. I always got something new going on. The comedy last week was great. You know what I'm saying? This week, I'm definitely about to try to get out of town. No promises yet. I'm about to see how it goes, but I might be coming back down to Georgia. You know, I like coming down to Georgia, having some fun for the weekend. So hopefully I'll be back down Georgia this weekend, but we're going to see how things go. I'll know by this Wednesday. So stay tuned, stay posted. Make sure you following JmoneyGibbs. I'm going to keep y'all updated and let y'all know what's going down.
Jzabel.
All right, y'all. So if y'all missed last week's Indie Grustle music review, definitely those songs that Bag the Beat Bundles was talking about, we did have it
Mm-hmm.
review. Like I said, Own Lane definitely speaks out to me. It's everything that I am. But yes, tomorrow have an interview with I am Carlito Black. So make sure y'all tune in. Interview and
Yes,
music
yes.
review. And then yeah, that's pretty much all I got kicked up for y'all. Make sure y'all tune in to Boss Biz Radio on Live 365. Check out the website. I'm thinking about getting some merch, so I don't know. I'm stingy with my shirts, but I think I could put something out there for y'all. So
It's
Okay.
about time. It's about time.
keep an
Put
eye.
it out. Put it out.
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna cap. Y'all already know your boy Success. We got a lot of stuff turning up. A lot of stuff turning up. A lot of new music dropping from my camp. And I know a lot of y'all been paying attention. And yes, I manage a lot of artists. Two in particular, y'all been paying attention to. I'm gonna be dropping a lot of music. And then a lot of my younger artists are gonna be dropping real soon. ISO Zay has
Uh-oh.
endless videos right now. That boy is on a video dropping tirade. So
Okay.
y'all go and follow his YouTube ISOZXY. You're gonna
Yeah.
see him. You're gonna see the videos. He's had retro. That's one of my favorite songs that's out right now by your boy. So y'all go check that out. And of course, y'all still go run up my album Speakerhead, which is still
Yes.
out, still doing this thing. And yeah, I need to know what y'all think about it.
You know.
Now, do y'all think that we should do like, cause see, you do like a review show where you play their music, but we need to start telling them what's the real about their music. But
Yeah,
we ain't gonna,
you know
we,
what? People get on me because they want me to speak my personal opinion. But like I said, music is subjective. The most I'll tell you is if the sound is off, because like I said, I'm not a DJ. I shouldn't have to mess with the levels of the sound for it to be right. I should be able to hit play and it sounds good. I shouldn't have to adjust it for each person's music.
yeah.
So
But let me
I
tell
mean,
you why I like. Let me tell you why I like what you do, right? Because it's more so of what the streets should be expecting,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's like this is what these artists are working on. It's showing that these artists are still working, active, and actually planning to give us something. And all you artists, y'all owe us here at Boss Biz Radio the obligation.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key word today. But y'all owe us the obligation to not let us be waiting months and months to hear these records after they previewed on the Indie Grustle. Now, if it's T-Rash, you sent it to us. Get it ready to be put out, okay?
yeah,
Don't have us waiting months after a record. Please, please, because that ain't a preview. It ain't a preview if it ain't about to drop.
yeah.
That's just a little tidbit from me. Y'all heard it here. Make sure y'all tune in Saturday, Hip Hop 95 Radio. Your
Mm-hmm.
boy Success will be live from 12 to 2. And I got some new music. Your boy J Money got a new single, and I'm trying to go ahead and put that in a rotation. I need that seal of approval, J Money. I just put him on the spot in front of everybody.
You did.
Well, I guess y'all already know. If y'all ain't got nothing else for your boy at this time, it's time for y'all to go ahead and flick those ashes off them roaches. Put
Uh-huh.
those roaches in the ashtray.
Uh-huh.
And get ready to roll up another one. Cause I am. And we out. Peace.
Peace.